Here we are on 140 acres of pristine wilderness in the middle of northern Wisconsin. Welcome to Nordle Lodge & Co. Join us. Right now in one of the cabins. They have multiple on site. This is MetalLark cabin designed by Sauna architects. It's a 2-story architectural marvel. Feels like you're in a treehouse while you're in here. And today in this video, we are talking all about how to add wellness experiences to short-term rental and resort stays just like this one. We're going to hear from one of the owners on how this sauna experience that we have right out back over here has added to more guest reviews, people sleeping amazingly every single night while they're here, and added revenue for the business. So that's what we're up to today. My name is Justin from Cedar and Stone Nordic Sauna, and I can't wait to enjoy all of this with you. Come along. Here we go to the sauna. All right, here we are outside on property at Nordle, ankle deep in some snow today, fresh blanket that just happened. This location we are outside of is 140 acres of beautiful, pristine wilderness. It is a nature retreat kind of designed to experience natural beauty of the outdoors, architectural beauty of the spaces built here, and experiential beauty of the activities that you do while you are here. I want to talk about how we made this happen in alignment with all the other things here. So what we've done here is we worked with the owners to design a space that really fit the needs of the location. This property is connected to MetalLark. So the sauna here is private to just one of their cabins. What that allows for is their guests never bump into other guests. They have a private experience here, and they create in a way that makes it really special for the folks that are booking that session. You're going to hear more from Jeff, one of the owners, on how they're looking to add more sauna experiences because more guests are wanting that at every one of the locations. But this one is tied to here. So the decisions were made to do small, efficient scale. Our Model 3 fits 3 people comfortably. Beautiful materials, long-lasting materials. Conversations around how do we make it easy for us to maintain it, our cleaning staff to come in, wipe down benches, make sure all those things work, and also make sure it's really easy for our guests to use. So Wi-Fi ability, making sure the temperatures are easy to go inside right on the tablet and set it up and make sure it turns on for them, and then they walk out with their robe on and their towel to enjoy it once it's ready. So all of those things on our end are what we're doing to make sure our owners and our clients have a turnkey ready solution that's easy to install, that's easy for guests to use, that's safe and efficient, and gets installed in just about one day. We ship and manufacture them from our manufacturing studio right in Duluth, Minnesota. They come fully assembled all the way across the country. This one is not too far down the road from us. We've gone to every single coast. We've gone north to south, and we would love if you are an owner, you could invest in this for your guests. You could invest in something like this for your properties to increase revenue, to increase guest experience, and to increase the kinds of things you're doing on your properties for short-term rental and stays. I want you to meet Jeff. Jeff is one of the owners. We're going to go inside, we're going to warm up a little bit, and we're going to talk about how the impact of adding a wellness experience like this has done for the property and their guests. Come on inside with me. Jeff, here we are at Nordle. Thank you so much for having us. What a beautiful winter day to be out here.
It is gorgeous today.
You've been out here, Jeff. You're sort of the farmer and owner of the space. You've been out like shoveling snow today.
Yeah, you'll notice my pants are a little wet.
Yep, we got a little bit of soggy boots and beautiful snow day today. I want to talk a little bit about what this place is and wellness components and all the things we've been up to. But to begin with, for folks who are sort of hearing about Nordle for the first time, what is this place? Give us the vision, the why, the backstory of how you've come to sort of be stewarding 140 acres of beautiful land.
So yeah, like as you said, Nordle is 140 acres of mixed prairie, woodland, and water in northern Wisconsin. We are about an hour and a half from Minneapolis and also an hour and a half from Duluth. I grew up at a family cabin about 20 minutes west of here. As my parents were approaching retirement, they were looking for another project, and we started talking, and we found this land and thought it'd be really cool to build a special place for people to come up from the city and just have a real quiet time. There's lots of cabins in Wisconsin. Most of them are on lakes, busy lakes with ski boats and jet skis. And we wanted to offer something that was just a little quieter. We also wanted to offer something a little more modern and with a clean aesthetic. I love my cozy knotty pine log cabin. But as you can see here, we have about 10 feet of floor-to-ceiling glass to bring in the outdoors. It almost feels like a tree house. And then kitchens are modern, look like a loft in Northeast Minneapolis or something.
Yeah, I love that it is this combination or tension of so much nature, rolling prairies, ponds. Like every time I'm here, I'm seeing geese and ducks and birds just flying everywhere. And also this beautiful modern aesthetic kind of perched right in here. And so it's a fun combination there. And you guys have just done so much good work over the years, inviting guests and being really committed to nature, beautiful architecture, and then hospitality. I mean, just hosting hundreds and hundreds of guests every year to invite them into the wilderness, to get away, to be quiet. And over this last year, we got to help out a little bit with that. It's been so fun to also have a little piece of architecture on this big land, adding the sauna this year. Mm-hmm. So new wellness experience, new way for people to quiet and rest and hopefully sleep even better during the night. What's it been like for guests? Talk to me a little bit about the impact now that you've heard since we've had the sauna installed on site.
Oh, it's been great. Too long coming. We've been open for about 2 years, and we've only had the sauna for a little under 6 months. We wish we could have had it from day one. It's been great. The guests have loved it. As you mentioned, architecture is really important to what we're offering. We love using natural materials that feel at home. Everything is quite local. For example, these steel beams came from the North Shore of Minnesota, kind of the Iron Range.
So cool.
From Two Harbors. And when we were looking at saunas, we wanted to give an experience that was at the same level as the architecture of our cabins, and something that really fit in and was very high quality. So that's when we found Cedar and Stone. One, the aesthetic is quite similar to our cabins. You have lots of vertical grain wood, big glass windows, and then just a sturdy, solid feel. I remember when I went in the shop and I saw one of the saunas not complete yet, and there was the cross-laminated lumber and 2x4 or 2x6, and then another 2x6, or another 2x6. It was like the side of like an old man-of-war British ship or something. It was like a bullet wouldn't go through it. And I was like, if a bullet won't go through this, I think this is strong enough for daily use from guests. That was another thing was quality build, because this cabin is rented most nights year round.
Yep.
And so that the sauna is going to be used potentially 350 days a year. So we wanted something that was very high quality, that would last. Definitely not something from a kit that felt like it came from IKEA. If you've ever bought IKEA furniture, it's great. But then when you move houses, it's a little shaky in the next house. If you move again, the thing's wobbling like that. So we wanted just a rock solid, beautiful sauna.
Now, we haven't fully bulletproof tested them, so we can't claim that, but we do very much so claim the sort of longevity piece, and working with a lot of folks who are either operating it fully commercially in a way that's kind of like more like a bathhouse, right? Where you're booking that experience all day, or like you guys in terms of short-term rental stays, boutique experiences where, again, it's not this gets used once a week. This is being used almost every single day by multiple guests. And so creating finishes that last, creating a structure that lasts, creating something that will continue on, I think is really part of our goal. And it's been fun to work with you guys because there's a lot of shared values here around beauty, quality, and commitment to nature. Have you heard anything from guests or any fun stories from guests over the last 6 months? Now that it's been here, people really enjoying it and it actually being a wonderful add-on to the experience.
This is my favorite sauna review from Google. It says 2 words come to mind: sunrise, sauna. I highly recommend it. Or end of day, if that's your sauna kind of thing. Don't miss this place. It'll heal your soul.
What does it feel like when you hear people who have stayed here? You've put in hundreds of hours, thousands of hours to make this real. And you're hearing people leave reviews that say, this place will heal your soul.
Yeah. That makes plowing the 18 inches of snow we got today worth it. And that's why we do it.
Love it.
Yeah, and I love seeing these reviews, or whether it's online or in our guest book, because we don't actually get to interact that much with our guests directly. So yeah, when we see it, it really puts a story to the place.
Jeff, what is next? What could be? You have 140 acres here, so there's a little bit more room to roam. Though I know you're a conservationist, you have a little bit of Wendellberry in you, so much of the land will remain natural. Yeah. But what, now that we've done 2 cabins and a little sauna, what are some of those things that are on the horizon for you?
So we're hoping potentially in the long run having 4 or 5 cabins, all roughly 500 feet or more apart. At night, you can maybe see the light in the driveway, so you have the comfort of them being nearby, but also you're not going to hear them talking or laughing maybe around their campfire. One thing we've really been trying to do as we've grown just the land outside of the cabins is increase our amenities and the offerings on the property. So solitude is very important to us as an offering to our guests. So the first sauna we built is just for MetalLark. However, we're building another sauna over at Longhouse this spring, and that'll be for the Longhouse guests. So every guest will have their own access to a completely private and quiet sauna experience. One thing that I think is unique to our sauna experience here for our guests is if you think about most sauna experiences people have had in the past, maybe it's a sauna next to a pool at a hotel, generally indoors. The only window is probably on the door to the pool room. Mm-hmm. This sauna is it's cozy, but it brings the outside inside. Mm-hmm. So that's quite a unique offering.
Yeah. You guys, come find Nordle Lodge & Co. here in Wisconsin. We invite you to come make a stay. Jeff would love it. I think they're probably open sometime in 2028. They're booked out way in advance, so find a spot. It's so great. And then if you are a hospitality owner like Jeff, who's looking to create experiences and add those kind of amenities that are more than just the IKEA kit, are something that's really thoughtful and committed to an experience and sustainable design, we would love to work with you from Cedar and Stone. So follow along Nordle Lodge & Co. on all the things, and Cedar and Stone Sauna on all the things. Jeff, thanks again for having us, and we'll see you guys on the next one.